Prabhuji, can you turn on the video, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Are we good to start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. I'm good to start.
Okay. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very fortunate to have the association of His Grace Suvinaya Nityananda Prabhu, who will actually share the Srimad Bhagavatam nectar from Canto 5, chapter number 14 and sloka number 19. Prabhuji, if possible, can you turn on the light, Prabhu? Your, background
actually.
is bright and your face is dark, Prabhu.
Maybe, no, Prabhu, this, I'm in temple.
Oh, okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Yes, Prabhuji, we can start.
Thanks, Prabhu. I'll share. Are you able to see my screen, Prabhu?
Not yet, Prabhuji. It is still black screen. Yes, Prabhuji, we can see.
Thanks for Nityam Prabhu for providing the opportunity. Let's just start with the prayers and get started. Om Adnyanatimirandasya Dhyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamahyam Dadati Swapatankitam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Cha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahakana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Shadvaitam Shavadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चातदेश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टुके कं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुर्लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Welcome all devotees to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya morning class. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, chapter 14, text 19. Kvachiccha dussahena kaya bhyantaravahina grihita sarasva kutumbaya krudyati. Kvachiccha kvachiccha, and sometimes dussahena, unbearable. Kaya abhyantara vahina, because of fire of anger and thirst within the body. Grihita sara, whose patience is exhausted. Swakutumba, unto his own family members. Krudyanti, he becomes angry. Translation: sometimes due to bodily hunger and thirst, the conditioned soul becomes so disturbed that he loses his patience and becomes angry with his own beloved sons, daughters and wife. Thus, being unkind to them, he suffers all the more. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Vidyapati Thakur has sung, Tatala Saikate Vari Bindu Sama Sutamita Ramani Samaje. The happiness of family life is compared to a drop of water in a desert. No one can be happy in the family. According to Vedic civilization, one cannot give up the responsibility of family life. But today, everyone is giving up family life by divorce. This is due to miserable condition experienced in the family. Sometimes, due to misery, one becomes very hardened towards his affectionate sons, daughters, and wife. This is but part of blazing fire of material life. Hare Krishna. You can see my screen, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So we are discussing here today material forest of material enjoyment. So this chapter describing the forest we are in, so called material enjoyment. So we will cover these 4 bullet points today in this shloka, what Srila Prabhupada has covered and what Srila Sukadeva Goswami is trying to say. So why material pleasure is dangerous? Let's see some examples like fish seeking a worm. And what is the nature of material pleasure? And what are the role of devotees like Shukadeva Goswami plays in relieving this material pleasure? And what is the real solution to get out of this material pleasure, the pains of this material pleasure? So here it is described forest of enjoyment. So when you typically see what is the forest, forest is where you are covered entirely by trees and dangerous animals. It indicates danger. So we have to be very cautious. It indicates very much danger. And here also, it is explained the illusionary nature of pleasure of material existence. Actually, Maya means that which is not. In this material world, there is nothing called happiness. We think there is happiness, but there is nothing called happiness. So, illusionary nature. So, in Bhagavad Gita 5.2, Krishna says, Yahi samparshja bhoga dukkha ena yomate adi antavanta kaunteya. That means, Yahi samparshja bhoga dukkha. The root cause of misery is this contact with material senses and objects, sense objects. So, wise people do not get involved in it at all. But people in general, what they do, they think, oh, if I enjoy, if I engage my senses in sense objects, if I engage in my sense enjoyment, that is pleasure. That is what Maya allures to also. Maya also says, hey, come, sit in my lap. There is a lot of enjoyment. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. In that song, it is saying, Maya is inviting everybody of us to come and sleep on the lap. Pichacha na koile. That means, what does pichacha do? It sucks the blood. So once you go and sleep in her lap, it starts sucking the blood. So there is nothing called enjoyment. There is nothing called pleasure in this material world. There is nothing called pleasure. It's an illusionary pleasure. It is an illusionary pleasure. So Prahlad Maharaj says, if you want to be happy in this material world, he says, then simply stop trying to be happy in this material world. That means there is no happiness in this material world. So that's the illusion we are in. Okay, hey, if I earn money, I will be happy. If I acquire material knowledge and take a high position, I'll be happy. If I go to a powerful position, I'll be happy. If I exercise and be fit, I'll be happy. If I have a very good network of people, I'll be happy. If I contact with lot of people who have very much opulences, I'll be happy. If I go to higher planets, I'll be happy. If I take the position of demigods, I'll be happy. If I become a good father, good son, good daughter, good wife, good husband, I'll be happy. All this is not at all. It is all illusionary happiness. Illusional. You think you will be happy by acquiring that, but you will be not happy. Dukkalayam ashashvatam. Two things, two adjectives. Dukkalayam. This material existence is dukkalayam. That means it is dukkha, not sukha. And ashashvatam, whatever you think it is sukha you are getting, it is ashashvatam. Means it is temporary. So we should not be we should not seek happiness in this material existence. It is not existing. Prahlad Maharaj says, first stop thinking you can be happy in this material world. You accept that. You will not be happy in this material world. Soul is eternal, right? And it is seeking eternal enjoyment. The nature of soul is to seek enjoyment. And Prabhupada says, variety is the mother of enjoyments. So it seeks variety of enjoyments. So soul also is eternal and it seeks eternal enjoyment, which it can get only from Krishna consciousness, not by associating with this material world. But what Maya is so strong. Daivi esha gunamayi mama maya duratya mam eva prapadyante mayam eva tarantite. That means Daivi esha gunamayi. Maya is also energy of the Lord. It lures you. It lures you. Hey, come. I have this, see this beautiful lady. Enjoy. Hey, see this. Hey, this beautiful liquor. Enjoy this. Hey, come here. This beautiful drug. Enjoy this. You'll not be in this world only. You'll be in another world. Hey, come this beautiful gambling game. You enjoy. You earn more money. So the Maya lures with all these sense objects, come to sense engine. And the persons who are not aware of this willingly go towards Maya and fall for it. So soul is seeking eternal enjoyment. Eternal enjoyment is there in devotion, but Maya offers substitutes to devotion. And we are in this material world, we are conditioned and we are made and we believe in that. Yeah, by taking this drug, I will be in other world. There will be no suffering. But actually, that is a root cause of suffering only. If you take drug, yeah, for some bit of time, you will get hallucinated, but the drug will have effect in your body. It will cause all kinds of nonsense problems. So Maya offers substitutes to devotion. We should be very careful of that. So here I would like to quote Prahlad Maharaj each example. So what is Prahlad Maharaj each example? If there is a rash on a skin, or rashes on skin, what happens? You feel like itch is there. And you'll feel like scratching. And if you scratch, you'll get, for a momentary, you'll feel it is relieving. But actually, the more you scratch, what happens? The more inflamed the rash gets and more trouble you invite. So if you see small children, when they develop rashes, right? They tear it, they scratch it, and blood will ooze out of it. Infection or inflammation will spread across. But what parents do? Parents tell not to scratch. It is not good for you. If children are very adamant, they tie the bandage to or they tie their hands so that they cannot scratch. The child will think, what? Oh, how cruel my parents are. They don't know what I'm suffering. See how much they are very much cruel. But actually, parents are not cruel. They know the solution, right solution. So that's the difference between Shreyas and Preyas. Preyas is animal tendency. Okay, don't think of future. Hey, I feel this gives enjoyment. Go and scratch the wound. It gives pleasure. Who cares? There is no tomorrow. That is what Preyas is. But Shreyas is, hey, use your human intelligence and act accordingly for permanent happiness. not for temporary happiness. So, matra sparsha tu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkada agama payena nityanam tantu tiksma bharata. So, this world is of duality, winter and summer. Now, this is winter season, we feel cold, we think we need summer, we need hot. But during summer, we had recently very much hot and we had problems or like water problem, everything. So we think, oh, it should be winter. So both summer and winter will come. 6 months summer will be there, 6 months winter will be there. Shitoshna sukha dukkada. Sukha will be there, dukkha will be there. So you need to tolerate. So what we should tolerate? We should tolerate temptations of Maya. It will come and go. 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 All the atoms in this creation, right, are surcharged to attract the living being for sense enjoyment. All the atoms. So they will tempt you towards sense enjoyment, towards Maya. But we must tolerate that temptation. That's what Krishna is saying. Tolerate those temptations. And we should do best for our spiritual life. It's easier said than done. It's very easier said than done. But we have great examples who have done it. We have described here Srivas Thakur, Kollavacha Sridhar, Narsingh Mehta, and even Pandavars. So Srivas Thakur was a Grihastha, had a family life. But he was amazing devotee of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu was in Navadvip, every evening or night, he used to go to Srivas Thakur and they would have a nice kirtan. And even though a Grihastha has so many responsibilities, Srivas Thakur used to wait for this event to happen at his home every day. He was not worried. Hey, I have to take care of my kids, I have to take care. It completely deep gone into Krishna consciousness. One day, unfortunately, his son dies. And the ladies in the house are very, very, very sad. They want to cry loud. They want to shout. They want to bring out their anger, their frustration, their misery, their anxiety. But Srivas Thakur prioritizes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's kirtan. He's telling Mahaprabhu is experiencing ecstasy. Will not disturb him. Sun is there, today he is there, tomorrow is gone. And today is gone, tomorrow will be there. So let us not trouble Mahaprabhu. Once Mahaprabhu completes the kirtan and goes, then we will do the Nitya Karmas. We may not have that kind of attachment, but let's see the example. How deep Srivas Thakur is in Krishna consciousness. Similarly, Kollavacha Sridhar has no opulence at all. He's wearing a dhoti which is full of holes. And what is the occupation he does? He sells banana leaves and bananas. If you go to Bengal, Navadvip, everywhere, every house has a banana tree and bananas. So if you sell banana tree and bananas, who will come and buy that? But still he's doing that. And whatever he earns by doing that, everything he engages in service of the Lord. He's not worried, hey, I don't have a proper dhoti to wear. Hey, I don't have a proper place to live. I don't have a proper occupation to perform. He's least bothered about it. He's just engaging all his life and activities in Mahaprabhu's service. There are ordinary people. If you see, Kollavacha is an ordinary banana vendor. Srivas Thakur is an ordinary grihastha. But if you go deep, and understand their life, they're dedicated to Krishna consciousness. They're dedicated to Mahaprabhu. Similarly, Narsingh Mehta had a wife, had kids. And every day, his only job was to present the bhajans. So much involved. He knew, hey, these material pleasures are not permanent. They are the root cause of misery. Similarly, Pandavas also. Pandavas didn't get excited when they got the kingdom. Didn't get dejected when they were thrown out by Duryodhana to forest, Vanavasa or Ajnatavasa. So it's extreme. These devotees are extreme, right? But we should try to aspire to at least follow their path. Not imitate them, but at least follow their path and their instructions. So all these persons tolerated the temptations of Maya. All were tempted, but the temptations to Maya were certain, but they prioritized devotion over temptations of Maya. Practically, we should also do that. We should also prioritize devotion over temptations of Maya. And I'm not telling, hey, we should do it right way from the day one. No. You can have a plan. My plan can be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, or whatever, according to your ability, and plan for it. And then you will see it will happen. You'll see it will happen. So do not scratch, die time after time, birth after birth. We are scratching. We are enjoying. We are thinking we are enjoying, but we are suffering. When will come out? So, I was listening to a lecture, and the speaker says this example of fish and worm. So, a fisherman, if he wants to catch a fish, right, he will tie a worm to the hook. This worm to the hook, he will tie and leave it in the river or a pond. Then the fish, which sees the fishes, the group of fishes will be there, sees this and gets attracted. Hey, what a tasty worm. I want to try it. So there will be fight within the fishes. I will take first. Actually, the fishes which lose is the best. The fishes which wins go and catches this worm. First, it feels very much tasty. What a delicious. After some time, it realizes that it is caught in a hook. Sometimes this hook goes to the heart and it bleeds the heart. There is so much pain. And finally, it dies. So it dies. So, in practically, this example, this metaphor, the hook is the senses. And if you try to enjoy the senses, the sense objects, what will happen? Our heart will bleed and we'll get out. We'll suffer. But we think, no, after getting out also, by passing out also, we think we'll chase after Maya. And its enjoyment, birth after birth, the same thing we will do. We'll go behind the hook. Behind the worm in the hook. Worm can be beautiful lady for a beautiful boy or a beautiful boy for a beautiful lady. It can be wealth for the miser. It can be sense enjoyment for a bogi. It can be work for a karmi. Whatever it is. So human life is so rare actually. Human life is so rare and precious in all of the existence. And why we waste already chewing, already the chewed. Puna charvita charvanana. Why waste this life? We have tried out this material enjoyment every time we are born. We have tried it out. There is no enjoyment in that. We have tried that enjoyment and figured out it is not enjoyment. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, if you see any place in this world, I would have buried more than 100 times there. That means how many times we have come to this material world, how many times we have enjoyed and suffered, and how many times we are repeating that. Infinite times. Time immemorial, we are doing that. But still, we think it is the solution. It is the solution. That is what we are thinking. Once a person get divorced, divorce means what? Frustration, anxiety, misery. Prabhupada is quoting here divorce, right? There's a statistics that, I don't know, the American statistics said that a marriage, 75% of marriages are lasting only 3 years. 75% of marriages are lasting only. But still, a person that who is getting divorced is going and, okay, let me marry another person. He's not addressing the root cause. He's thinking marriage, which he suffered so much anxiety, misery, frustration just in the previous marriage, but he's thinking, I'll go and marry, that's his solution. Again, he'll divorce that person, again, he'll go marry. See the nature, how illusionary it is. The very source of misery, the marriage is source of misery for that person. Is he getting divorced? He's getting troubled. But still, he's thinking that is the solution. That is the illusionary nature of Maya. That is the forest of material enjoyment. You think you'll enjoy, but it is not. It is a suffering. So, what is the solution? Wonderful solution Sukadeva Goswami is giving us here. So, Sukadeva Goswami is on a hill. He's sitting on a hill. And when you sit on a hill and see forest, all the aspects of forest are visible. How many trees are there? Where are dangerous animals? Where is a protection? Everything is visible. So if you go on a plane, so you can see the forest. If we are in the forest, it's very dense, it's very dangerous. Which animal will come from which way? All the path you don't know, nothing you know. But if you're sitting on a top of hill or if you're going on airplane, can assess this forest. So that is where Sukadeva Goswami is sitting on a hill and advising us, hey, this forest of material enjoyment is illusionary. It is dangerous. Padam, padam, vipadam. Be careful, be cautious. So come out of it. And what is the solution he's suggesting? Get out of Maya. By reading Srila Prabhupada books, listening to Srimad Bhagavatam daily. The only relief of this material enjoyment is Krishna Seva. Prabhuji, I am doing Krishna Seva, but I am not getting correct. So Sukadeva Goswami says, Krishna conscious happiness takes time. Because we have been here in this material world for time immemorial and we have got impure. So to purify it takes time. Cheto darpanamarjanam. The dust accumulated within the heart is so much thick that we must be wiping. So we must be doing good sadhana, means very much strong sadhana we should do. That's a tapasya. Actually, many people come, I get sleep while reading Prabhupada books. I get sleep while listening to Srimad Bhagavata. Yes, the python called sleep will devour you, will eat you. You should be aware of that. You should perform tapasya. Tapasya, what happens? The body will not cooperate. If you trouble, oh, this pain, that pain, if you can chit and chant also, oh, this pain, that pain, back pain, head pain, everything will come. But tapasya is what? You should ignore that pain. In spite of those pains, you should carry on your activity of chanting. You should carry on your activity of reading. Slow and keep the faith. This process will definitely get me out of these troubles, material troubles. And you think so, then what happens? Magic happens. Then you start slowly realizing and you start get purifying, and then you get out of illusion. You get to know, oh, Maya Devi, I don't want your enjoyment. I am good here in my Krishna consciousness. So keep reading Srila Prabhupada books, keep association of devotees, keep your sadhana strong, and keep your faith strong. Then definitely you can come out of this forest of material pleasure. So here, particularly in this sloka, the terrible frustrations of family life is described. The terrible frustrations here, what is telling? The head of the family has unbearable hunger and thirst, and he's not able to solve, and he's leaving all his frustrations to his beloved daughters, wife, and sons. So family life is called Maituna Agara. This material world is called Maituna Agara, prison house. Power of sexual attraction. Power of sexual attraction is shackling us. That is called Agra. Maituna Agara. Power of sexual attraction is holding us back here, shackling us. So sex desire is essence of all enjoyment. Essence of all enjoyment is sex life. Maituna Agara. So Krishna gives this family life, right? Why this family? So somebody who can overcome this easily can become a brahmachari or sannyasi, because he's not bound by this sexual enjoyment. But somebody who cannot, Krishna has given this family life, grahast ashrama. Grahast ashrama. Ashrama means spiritual life. Grahastha means husband and wife can stay together. Regulated family life, regulated enjoyment, regulated sex enjoyment. But main aim is to practice devotional service. We have to be very busy in Krishna's service. Hey, so as Grostas, you should invite sadhus. Gaur Mahonde, Prabhupada's father, used to invite every day sadhus and serve them. There's a Grihastha. So as a Grihastha, we have to keep ourselves busy, not in material activities, but spiritual activities. An ideal mind is devil's workshop. We have to be completely keep ourselves busy with spiritual activity. Well, you do whatever material is needed to sustain the family and all, but we should keep our mind busy, our senses busy in Krishna conscious activities. The perfect example is Gaur Mahonde, how he invited sadhus, and every day he used to serve them prasadam, listen to them. Otherwise, what will happen? Then family life, what will happen? Deep, dark well. Andakupam. Andakupam means deep, dark well. You will fall into that. Hey, this is great. Family life is great. I have my wife. I have my children. We can enjoy together. But you're going deep, deep, deep into this dark well. You realize, hey, it is not. It is not enjoyment. It is suffering. They have so much needs. Wife asks this needs. Husband asks this needs. Daughter asks this needs. Sons has these needs. And you're tied to sex life. Family life is tied to sex life. And you think, oh, They realize is the Kupam, okay, I'll divorce. No, nothing. I am relieved. I'll divorce, I'll not marry. I will but live in. I will live in. Live in relationship. It's very common with this generation, right? Live in relationship. No responsibilities. Whenever we like, we will depart. Whenever we like, we'll come. What kind of freedom? Nonsense freedom is this? You're not taking responsibility. You're not regulating. But you are finding an alternative which is more dangerous. So why this divorce happens, right? Why this? See, there is statistics, murder, right? Murder. 70% of the murders happen within family members who are once very much loving each other. Why this happens? So those who give us pleasure, we become intolerant to them if they interfere in our pleasure. That is why this happens. If they interfere in our pleasure, then we grow intolerant towards them. Example, we have studied history, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Right? Shah Jahan was proud of his family and he had this wife whom he thought he loved, but what he made his wife to go through 14 children. 14 children, and by 14th or 15th children, she died also. See, family life. Shahjahan thought he was loving his wife, but actually the wife was troubled. Delivering 14 or 15 babies is not a joke. How much trouble. And seeing his sons and daughters, he used to, actually he's a demon. Then he thought, okay, for my wife, she has loved me so much, he constructed a tomb. Taj Mahal, one of the world's best wonder. But what he did, the people who constructed Taj Mahal, the people who architected, he cut off the hands so that they can't replicate anywhere in the world, even the trace of it. How much demonic it is. But it is in family life. He's thinking he's loving, but it's demonic. And his son Aurangzeb comes, all his brothers, he gets envious of them and kills all his brothers. He thinks if all my brothers are there, I cannot capture the throne and enjoy, so kills all his brothers. See what I told? Those who interfere in the pleasure, our own family members, we get intolerant of them. And then he commits the murders. And then he captures his father, throws him into a prison. How he throws him? Into a prison where the window will be opposite to Taj Mahal. He cannot see. He's only at half a 500 meters away from Taj Mahal, but he can't see that because window is on the other side of the prison. So Shah Jahan suffered his last life by torture of Aurangzeb and not also able to see Taj Mahal. So this is family life for you. Those who we love become intolerant because we interfere in their pleasure. So this is what is the danger. So earlier, arranged marriages used to happen. The wise men and women in the family used to talk, used to see and arrange. Oh, this will care, will well-wishing, well-wisher. They'll not run away. They'll not look after pleasure only. After the pleasure is gone also, they'll stay and look after. They'll stay together. That is what arranged marriages were. At least they were giving guidance. But now, no. We find out, we hunt our own spouses. Great opulence, great strength, great beauty, great fame, whoever else we'll match. But that will not last long. Once that enjoyment is over, the frustration creeps in, the anxiety creeps in, the misery creeps in, and they separate, the divorce. So family life is not all that enjoyment. So we should bring back Krishna in the center. We should bring back devotion in the center. Otherwise, it will not be there. It will fall down. It will be a suffering. So regulated family life is a grihastha ashrama. Otherwise, unregulated, without devotion, is a griha medhi, simply sense enjoyment. So as Vidyapati says, family enjoyment is drop of water in desert. The water drop falls on the tongue. You feel, it just in a moment it evaporates. That's all. Prabhupada says we need a reservoir of water in desert, not a drop. So regulating family life and keeping Siksha in the center and associating with devotees and following the guidance of Shukadeva Gopi devotees who are sitting in a hill and can see the forest is our solution to the problem. So that is what this shloka is describing. So we saw the example of Aurangzeb and Shah Jahan, how father, son, mother all suffered, right? Shah Jahan was thinking, I am the king, I'm enjoying my wife, I'm enjoying the taxes, but he suffered in the end. He told, yeah, I'm having so many children, but all the children were killed by his own son Aurangzeb. So if you see at the hindsight, Shah Jahan was really enjoying or suffering? Actually, he was suffering. Like that, all of us is suffering until we are not keeping Krishna at the center. So this is the solution. Perform sapasya of reading Srila Prabhupada books. Keep faith, keep sadhana strong, and live a regulated family life. Do as a duty, then you will come out of this forest of enjoyment. Thank you very much. I'll end my class here. Thanks. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much for reminding the perils of Grahastha Ashrama. If you are not treading a cautious line, you may get into Grahamedi and fall into the pit. So thank you for a wonderful reminder and also with great examples, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Devotees may please unmute your line and share your reflections, comments, or questions that you may have.
Any questions or comments?
Prabhuji, I have one comment or question. Prabhuji, I think, what you mentioned about Grahastha Ashram, especially the senses, right? Being under the control of senses and sense objects. I think what I see as a personal challenge is the consistency, Prabhuji. The lack of consistency is what actually, at least for me, it's the biggest challenge. How to become consistent, Prabhu, in a devotional
Very good
service?
question, Prabhu. Yeah, very good question. This consistency problem is there with most of us. Even I am inconsistent. Most of them is inconsistent. So that is what Sukadeva Goswami is saying, telling here, right? To maintain that consistency, it is natural to deviate off. It is natural. We need not be feel ashamed of that or something. It is natural because it's material world and the senses are strong and we are in Gurastha Ashrama, it will pull away. But key is the tapasya mindset. Coming back every time, coming back. That is the key. How we can come back is by association of devotees. Every Sunday, I'll attend the program. So every Monday to Friday, you're back into material world, or you're into material world and you're back. So slowly, okay, one on Sunday we're associating. Sunday, we start with Sunday, start with Monday. So so daily reading of Srila Prabhupada books, 15 minutes. Prabhupada will be hammering you, hey, this Maya is gone, this Maya is untrue, Maya is untrue, Maya is untrue. Even though she attracts you, don't believe her. So that is what tapasya. So reading Srila Prabhupada books, that is what I have read from, I've read and I've listened from most Maharajas. Read Srila Prabhupada books. That will bring you back, because every time you read, he will say Maya, Maya, Maya. Don't go behind Maya. So that will bring you in consistency. So you should perform the tapasya. Otherwise, if we don't perform the tapasya, we are all gone. We'll be just coming Haribol devotees, just Haribol, but the sadhana is very poor. So the sadhana, so what is the most important sadhana? Prabhupada, when somebody asked, what is the most important thing we should do as devotees? He told, you should chant 16 rounds. Because that is the one that keeps you bounded to this path. Otherwise, the shackles of sex life are very strong. It will carry you away. So to bring that consistency, reading of Srila Prabhupada books is very important. And association of devotees is very important. So that is how we bring consistency, Prabhu. That is what I think.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for giving the insight, especially for sadhaka devotees, because many times when we read Bhagavatam, we always see ideal and the top class devotees, and my level is so rock bottom. So sometimes it become a demotivation or getting discouraged. But when we hear from devotees like you, I get motivation. Okay, it's normal to get distracted.
Ideal examples are given for us to get motivated, not get demotivated. Ideal examples we should look, because hey, okay, Narsingh Mehta, how can he had two sons and he had a wife to take care, and how in that environment how he could practice so much. Oh, there is hope for me also. I'm also in this material world working in this software job. I can also progress on devotion. It should motivate us, not demotivate us. That's what we should not imitate them. We should follow their path. Okay, they have followed this. They have been doing, Narsingh Mehta was doing continuous bhajans. Okay, hey, if I do kirtans, I can also get that pleasure. Shiva Thakur, if I host kirtans, if I host devotees in my house, oh, I can also get that bliss. So that is what it is. We should not get demoted. Oh, here is Prahlad Maharaj, where am I? Where is then those examples would have not come in Bhagavatam. Then Vyasadeva would have not written that. They are written for us to get motivated. Hey, even Prahlad Maharaj was a demon's son, but still he was so much great devotee. And he was living such a environment where entire world was opposite to Krishna consciousness. Entire world we are seeing now, right? Some pockets of the world are getting anti-Krishna. We are getting, we are getting afraid. Hey, this world is getting what I love. But Prahlad Maharaj was the only devotee in the whole world during Hiranyakashipu's reign. Hiranyakashipu had practically captured everything. That's a hope that should motivate us. Hey, we can also be. Do not get mesmerized by all the things happening around. Right? So it should motivate us, Prabhu, rather than demotivate us. We should, when we look at great lives of devotees, we can also think, hey, how they are gone our situation is better than them. At least we can chant Hare Krishna peacefully now. He could not chant also Hare Krishna peacefully. He was troubled. So that is what I think we should get motivated, not demotivated. But we should take inspiration from them and say, yeah, we are not those pure souls, but we have Prabhupada, we have Mahaprabhu on our side. Distributing mercy, Mahaprabhu mercy is there, Prabhupada mercy is there. Definitely we can go back. Definitely we'll go back. Just that we should perform our sadhana correctly. That's all. Nothing else. It's natural to become deviated and be pulled in, but be aware of it and come back. That's all. That is the nature of this. We are in Kali Yuga, and we had given a chance in Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga. We did not take that. Unfortunately, we are in Kali Yuga. That's why Mahaprabhu has come for us to give the mercy. So we will take that mercy and move forward.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for a very nice, elaborate, practical explanation, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other
Hare
questions
Krishna,
or comments?
Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you made it so simple. Even if you deviate, you can come back and then do. Simple solution you have given, Prabhu.
Yeah, that is all. That's all, right? We have seen in our ISKCON movement. If at least my Guru Maharaj says, bring back those devotees. This material world has a lot of allurements, right? We are not that strong. We are not that strong. Our sadhana is poor. And that is why we need the chain of mercy of Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada. And see, devotees, any Guru Maharaj or Acharyas, they take back the devotees. They take back, yes, come back. It's natural for you to fall down. We have been falling down time immemorially. So you should not get ashamed or afraid or, oh, I fell down, I did a mistake. Oh, one devotee in my Bhakti Rusha came and said, Prabhu, I ate of onion. I could not control during the early days. I could not control. I ate of onion. What? Oh, I'll not be in the moment. I'll go off, Prabhu. That is not a solution, no, or going off. Okay, you realize that mistake. Okay, fine. Do not eat next day. That is how you clean. That is Cheto Darpana Marjana. This dust is accumulated. We keep cleaning, and dust will keep accumulating. We should be keeping. Cleaning is a continuous process. And Prabhupada says, 70% you are there, you're clean, I will take you back. We need not be 100%. In Kali Yuga, we can't be 100%. We cannot be. Prabhupada also knew that. And told 70% you are there, I'll take you back. So we should not we'll fall down. How many people are not fallen down? Again got up and got back. So that should be, we should not feel low of ourselves. We should feel, hey, yeah, we should feel a kind of frustration. Hey, why am my sadhana is not happening? I'll try to correct it. But don't feel, hey, I cannot achieve like Srivas Thakur. I cannot achieve like Narsingh Mehta. No, they are our inspirations. So that is how I think, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. If no questions, let's end the class, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for a wonderful class. We will end today's session with Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha
Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की जय गौर सीता हरि बोल थैंक यू वेरी मच
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
Prabhu, Pranam, Prabhu.
We will meet tomorrow morning in the